What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's weekly rotation time, and we got several new releases this week. Some really good stuff. A couple of things that have been in the collection for a little bit that are always an absolute joy to wear. Some reachbacks as well. Just some really good stuff. 10 fragrances in total. A few fragrances we use multiple times throughout the week. Did some testing for a review, and then there's a certain fragrance I just constantly wear. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but yeah. Some seriously great smelling home run type fragrances in week number 268. So let's talk about them. Stay tuned. Starting off on Sunday is a new release, as well as one of my personal favorites that I wore out the shower. We had a couple like contenders for best smelling day of the week, starting with the new Hawas Fire. And yes, I know Hawas Elixir's out before everybody's. Ross, did you hear about Hawas Elixir? It's been nonstop. Yeah, I'm just waiting on my bottle to arrive. I'll be doing a review at some point. But this one, it is nothing new. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's a typical red bottle fragrance. What do I mean by that? I find a lot of red bottle designers tend to be fruity in some fashion with some type of peppered spice. And that's basically what you get here. It is a little bit aquatic. I've seen a lot of people relating it to Profondo. Okay, but put it side by side with Profondo, maybe not so much anymore, right? But this is distinctively fruity at the top. Smells like it's sprinkled with black pepper. I forgot the particular spice, but it smells really good. It's really strong on my skin. Like really, like can be obnoxiously strong on my skin. I don't know who else is getting like monstrous performance out of this, but I'm getting monstrous performance out of this. It doesn't chill. It does not settle at all, but at least it smells really good. It's cheap and synthetic smelling, I would say, right up there with original Hawas on how chemically synthetic this one actually smells. It does not smell like some expensive luxury niche fragrance. But out in the air, it smells good. Probably get you a few compliments. I haven't gotten a compliment yet outside of one time from my wife. I did wear it out and about. Nobody said anything everywhere we went. So, I mean, not that serious, but I know people could smell me because I could damn sure smell me nonstop. My nose doesn't wear out that easy to this one, which is very surprising because fragrances like this, highly synthetic monsters, normally serious nose fatigue. I don't get serious nose fatigue, maybe a little bit, but I can still smell it very easily and constantly and for a really long time. So if any of that's interesting to you, peppered fruits with a little bit of an aquatic smell, you might want to check it out because it is pretty good. It's not the best in the line. I would put it behind, I'd probably put it behind the original in ice, but above Hawas Black, just for the mass appealing aspect of it, because Hawas Black is very, oak moss dominant. That's not an everyday kind of thing for me, but, the other three are pretty fun. This one falls into the fun category. So, good stuff. And then we got out the shower. It's become one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. Coconut Lagoon, Ministry of Gourmand from Paris Corner. I just love this one. The wife let you see that juice level starting to drop. I wear it pretty often, at least once a week. I actually wore it twice this week. We'll talk about it later in the week. I made a discovery. We'll talk about that later. This is so good. An amalgamation of citruses. Gives a little bit of a juicy fruit citrus smell. Sugared coconut, candied sweet sugared coconut. Even though it's caramel and vanilla, it smells like freaking candy. Dries into a lesser coconut with more of a creamy vanilla. This is just absolutely stunning. Got a full review up on the channel. It's been featured in weekly rotation many times. Several lists at this point. I love this damn fragrance. Out the shower, Paris Corner's Ministry of Gourmand, Coconut Lagoon. Moving into Monday, we got two pretty good fresh fragrances. I would say perfect for spring. Starting with during the day, the new Beau Flower Edition from Jean-Paul Gaultier. I did pick this up directly from Jean-Paul Gaultier's website. And this one kind of surprised me a little bit. The only floral here is violet leaf, and with the patchouli, makes it kind of an earthy floral. It's actually pretty damn good. It smells like a direct descendant of Paradise Garden. It doesn't have the gingered spice, and it's not quite as green. And also not quite as aquatic either. This one is, I would say, the third best in the line, perhaps. Yeah, because I do like Paradise Garden and Le Parfum a bit more than this, but I do prefer this to the EDT. There's no bad ones. The EDT is amazing. I know that's a lot of people's favorite. So before you go typing, bitching, and complaining that I put that last, it's an opinion. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Bless you, little heart. Calm down. They're all good. This is going to be an acquired taste for some because, again, it's got a lot of patchouli here that gives it this dirty, earthy smell. And I kind of mean it more in a provocative way than a, like, nasty way, I guess is what I'm trying to say here, because it does directly impact the violet leaf smell, I find. And even though they don't list the coconut, I still smell the coconut DNA from Beau. I had somebody who's like, but they don't list coconut. Okay, genius. Do you really believe designers when they give you a 3-note note breakdown in the release? I bet you do, guy that says there's no coconut listed, so there's no coconut. That's just what designers do. They don't really give you the full formula. Whereas here, the other 3 are based around coconut and list coconut, and I smell coconut, so guess what the hell is in here? You guessed it, coconut, right? So sample if you can. It's supposedly a limited edition. I don't know how limited that actually will be. But Lamar Lover was limited edition last year, and that disappeared off the market once it was gone, so do with that what you will. I like it, though. I don't think it's one of the absolute best designers released so far this year, but it's a pretty good release. During the day, Beau Flower Edition. When I got the shower, this was day 1 of 2 in a row of wearing this one. This is so far superior to Fragrance World's Taj 2. It's not even funny. It's Lattafa's Art of Universe. Yeah, it's a little corny and gimmicky bottle, but this is a much better representation of Blue Talisman. And even if it's not that direct of being super close to Blue Talisman, it's just, as an individual, a great smelling fragrance. A bright, somewhat metallic, fruity smell. It's almost like a cross between Blue Talisman and Elysium in some ways. I love it. A little green, very, like I said, metallic, juicy fruit. Man, soft and woodsy, pinch of spice. Really, really good performance on my skin. Like, really good performance. I'll be doing a full review on this one probably in the upcoming week, but yeah, Lattafa strikes again. It's good. Lattafa's Art of Universe. So we're going to just run across this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I wore the same fragrance during the day and 3 different fragrances each evening. But this is the newest release. We'll be shipping later this upcoming week. Still available for pre-sale if you're interested. Down in the link below, and it'll save you an additional 10%. Samples will be available when it launches. The new Zaharoff Signature Extreme. Blacked out Black Pearl, Mercedes Black Pearl. So I did a full review on this one. For a brief synopsis, it's basically a more medicinal, animalic, heavily smokier take on Signature Borouj. I smell just radiating out of that atomizer. It is so much better. It's very fruity, but medicinal. This oud's very medicinal. It's a bit animalic. The lab sample I found to be more animalic than this. The macerated production batch is very much more medicinal and less animalic. The leather accord is a nice supportive note and not the forefront, because that's what was making it, I believe, a bit more animalic with the test sample. That I've been over a year since that lab sample was empty. This is, like, in every way superior to Signature Borouj, in my opinion. It still has that aromatic fougere, lavender-based smell to it, but you get some earthiness as an undertone. I feel like Claude ramped up the fir balsam here and maybe enhanced the patchouli just a bit, because there's a nice kind of dirty undertone sitting under that medicinal oud, animalic spice, leather accord, heavy smoke combo of birch and frankincense. Man, this is so good. Radiates off the skin. You hear me? So good. Still that boss level type of scent profile. Just it's a different level all its own. And I think you could wear this one anytime. Just maybe not high heat summer. I think it's going to be too much for that. But anytime you're in the mood of really standing out, this will do it. During the day, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Zaharoff Signature Extreme. So, out the shower on Tuesday, we got 2 nights in a row of Lattafa's Art of Universe, which we just talked about a moment ago. So we'll move on beyond this. And on Wednesday night, I seem to wear this one out the shower at least once a week. This is Maison Alhmbra's Philos Messenger. This is a clone of Suspiro Vibrato and a very good one. Not in quality, but in profile. This smells great. It is a hit in this household. It's that fruity smell, spiced, fruity, ambroxan woods, all that good stuff, nice and ambery. Absolutely stunning. I still need to get around to doing a full review. It's not like I haven't worn it enough. I've worn it quite a bit, a couple handfuls of times at this point. And yeah, it's damn good. If you're looking for a good, cheap clone of Vibrato, this is a good, cheap clone of Vibrato. Not as good as Vibrato. I mean, come on, I'm not delusional here. But for the money, it's pretty damn good. And then out the shower on Thursday, my favorite Khadlaj fragrance, Khadlaj Island. Their interpretation of Le Beau Le Parfum. It's a bit fresher. It's actually not as chemically synthetic as what it's cloning, but it's also not as strong. This is more of an average and fresher type of performing fragrance, whereas Le Beau Le Parfum is definitely more beastly. Oh, this is so good, though. Fruity pineapple, powdery floral, fresh green, powdered sweet tonka bean, coconut water smell. It's all here. Beautiful atomizer, too. Love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love this fragrance. This is another one I seem to go back to over and over and over. Highly encourage if you can find this one in stock in the $30 to $40 range. This is it. Out the shower on Thursday. Khadlaj Island. Okay, moving into Friday, I think this was the best smelling day of the week. I think this is the one. And a big reason for that is the uniqueness of my daytime fragrance and the combination I discovered in the evening when I had a shave. So during the day is Amber Elixir from Vertus. So this is dried fruits, grape, and rum. It is fruity boozy in the top, and it's obviously ambery. Amber's in the name. Pinch of spice, nice dose of woods, but it's mainly this like grape whiskey kind of thing going on. No words, just that. That's all you need to know. So freaking good. 103 from Fragrance Buy was what I paid for this. This was an audience recommendation when I did my birthday live stream in January, and we went buy some fragrances on the live stream. This was recommended. We looked at the notes. Holy crap, that looks amazing. And it is. It is. I can't encourage you to try this enough. If you like boozy, fruity boozy. It's that simple. Fruity boozy amber. There's other notes, but it's that. And it's damn good. Super mass appealing, but very unique at the same time. I don't have another fragrance that smells like this. I freaking love it. It's awesome. I encourage you to try it. Vertus Amber Elixir. Now, for the coup de grace. Smelled like a pina colada in a bag of Skittles. Oh my. Alright, so I had a good shave, and I haven't used any of my Sphinx shave sets in a while. So I was like, I'm feeling tropical. I've been wearing a lot of coconutty, fruity type of stuff out the shower. Let's do Sphinx Beard, because it's technically from their beard line. Sphinx Spherum. Caribbean Island. Smells like Virgin Island water. Okay, got the shave soap. This was long before Sphinx did fragrances. They did shave sets and beard oil first. Sphinx Beard. Long before Sphinx fragrances was Sphinx Beard. And, yeah, this smells like Virgin Island water. It's freaking pina colada. Then, I could have just sprayed Virgin Island water, but I went back with Coconut Lagoon because I just love Coconut Lagoon. And this brings the bag of Skittles out. Just goes to show that Virgin Island water and Coconut Lagoon are not exactly the same because they brought different things to the party here. And they made it a party. These two together made a party. So you layering folks, which I don't give a shit to layer. This is different when it's like shaved products and then I'm throwing a similar type fragrance on top. As far as like me grabbing Coconut Lagoon and Virgin Island water and doing different, I ain't doing that. I don't do that. I ain't knocking anybody that wants to. But my advice, if you have this and you have Virgin Island water, try it. And on top of one another too. Not like 2 sprays of this fragrance here, 1 spray of that fragrance here and here. Like, hit them together. Go base layer of Virgin Island water, this on top, because Virgin Island water, this on top. Pina colada and Skittles. It made this even better. Oh my God. That's probably the greatest thing I've ever smelled in my life. That's why I called this the coup de grace for the week. Like, wherever this combination ended up was the best smelling day of the week. Next shave, I'm doing this again. Dear Lord in heaven, this is amazing. A pina colada. And drinking a pina colada, eating a bag of Skittles. May not sound good to you, but boy, does it smell good. Out the shower. Sphinx interpretation of Virgin Island water with Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon. And finally on Saturday, speaking of Hachivat that we spoke about earlier with that oak moss dominance, I talked about some Dumont fragrances recently and I was in the mood to wear this. Still my favorite from Dumont. It is Spiritus in the Borouj line. I love this stuff. In my Sin of the Day shorts, I called it Sillage. I didn't mean to. It was an accident, but that's a different fragrance in this line, but Sillage with one L. Man, this, and I got asked this or Hawas Black. This. Hawas Black is amazing. It's a really good take on Hachivat. This one, the quality is even better. Hawas Black is absurdly powerful. This is a beast. And I had somebody say, I get average performance. Nose fatigue, my man. If you're getting 5 or 6 hours out of this fragrance and it's not real strong on you, it's this. Our bottles aren't different. Our noses are. Me and you, that's what's different. I just don't go as nose blind to this one. Fortunate. You know, beautiful. Look at this atomizer, too. Does the trick. Love their bottles. Quality's really freaking good. Fruity citrus. Loads of oak moss. More fresh woody green. It lacks some of the spice and smokiness that you would typically get from this type of oak moss, especially directly from like Hachivat itself or Hawas Black. This is more fresh woody green, less spicy smoky. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was nice to revisit. It's been a little while since I wore it. Dumont Borouj Spiritus during the day. Then out the shower, Old Faithful. And the dent continues to drop. Zaharoff Signature Seraphim Blue, my favorite fragrance. The juice level continues to drop. A tropical, aquatic, green floral. Minty from eucalyptus. Crisp from apple, green, fresh green cypress, sea notes, and seaweed that give it this breezy, saltwater, misty type of thing going on. Coconut here is a little on the creamy side as it's continued to mature. Obviously, it continues to break down as you swap more oxygen with perfumer's alcohol and oil, so it does richen up even more. I do get more of the coconut as time progresses, but I still don't get a lot of coconut like some people that say they get. Again, it could just be my nose, you know. Powdery iris, clean musk, not over the top sweet. Still my favorite fragrance. It's my most worn fragrance in the last year. Out the shower, Zaharoff Signature Seraphim Blue. Well, that was this week's rotation. I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. If you want to check out some of these fragrances, I'll try to have links down below. I'm not sure about availability and so on. But I'll have them linked if you want to check them out through YouTube's affiliate network, as well as some fragrance buy links, brand-specific links for Zaharoff's, for example, and places like that. If you want to check anything out, get some samples, blind buy at your own risk, or buy nothing, because you don't have to buy anything to check out the videos. They're just there in the event you want to. It's there for convenience. It does provide a small commission to me. But again, I'm just glad you watched the video. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave. Catch you on the next one.